Even just 15 or 20 minutes a day, take a quiet moment for yourself. Drinking coffee, listening to music, going for a walk, reading a book, or humming a tune. Now, they say that this short, quiet time can help you gradually ease stress. Now, Professor Emeritus Myung-ui from Seoul National University has said that this short time is essential for maintaining health. Now, in the midst of our exhausting, hectic daily lives, what helps us face our hearts more clearly? Isn't that music? Hello, this is Culture Crunch's DJ Joel, and today on Tune In Time, we've invited someone who helps us fill our alone time with healing. Now, of course, we are going to listen to a song before we meet him. This is 물속에 Make Me Swim by Siso. The background music of my life, the playlist of my life. Now feast your ears on the live performances and behind-the-scenes stories of artists who just can't imagine their life without music. This is Tune In Time. All right, and today we have a very special guest, someone that I really respect because I did hear the rehearsals earlier and it was a lot of fun and it was really incredible. We have the healing tenor, John Noh, in the studio with us today. Hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you. 안녕하세요.
Yes, so it's really great to have you here. Please just briefly introduce yourself into the camera here.
안녕하세요. 저는 테너 존노입니다. Hey guys, good morning. My name is John Noh. I'm a tenor. I sing opera and classical music. And thank you for having me. Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you for being here. Now, quickly, before we do get started, I did want to read a few comments here. People are very excited to see you here. Let's see. Param Dori says, John, happy to see you. Naha says, 우와, 기대돼요. I look forward to watching this interview. He says, John on Arirang, yay! And we also have Lily saying, it's a joy to meet the tenor John Noh on Arirang Radio. Wow, there's lots of love and support coming in right now. But of course, we do have a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started here. So you are, of course, I did introduce you as the healing tenor. So I imagine that you probably hear that a lot. What do you think actually led to that nickname?
Actually, so I generally sing a lot of songs that has a like hopeful messages.
Oh, okay.
And like I think that's why people start thinking about he's a healing tenor. Like he 힐링하는 그런 음악들을 계속 들려준다. 그렇게
okay.
해서 많은 팬분들이 좀 받아들인 것 같습니다.
Okay, so yeah, okay, well that makes sense because you know when the message is good, the music is soothing, it heals the soul. Right. You know. Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense to me. So now you did just release this past April your fourth full-length album. First of all, I want to say congratulations for that.
Thank you.
We all know putting together an album is not easy.
Right.
It is titled NSQG4. This is in Italian. Preghiera?
Yeah, exactly.
Preghiera, right?
Preghiera.
Okay. So could you please tell us a little bit about the album?
The album is my fourth album, and it consists of various style of classical music.
Right.
Starting from like Gregorian chant, Bach, Mozart, and later on the Christian contemporary music as well. So it's like 그 sacred music이 합쳐진 클래식 그 음악들로 구성되어 있습니다.
Okay, so it's all of those different classical and opera, all that stuff kind of put together.
Right.
Now, as you just saw, I am not Italian, so I had to kind of look up how to pronounce this. As Preghiera is how you pronounce the album name.
Right.
But what exactly does that mean?
The Preghiera literally means the prayer. And actually, I made my debut in Korea singing 오디션 프로그램 Phantom Singer 3에서 제가 The Prayer를 부르면서 이제 이 모든 게 시작됐습니다.
Okay, so on Phantom Singer you did sing the song of the prayer, so that's why you kind of hearkened back to that experience that you had. Now you did also mention all of the various genres that you put into this, and they are, you know, if you're familiar with this type of music, Gregorian chants, for example, you know, in a lot, especially in contemporary music, it's not as common that you would, I guess you could say.
Right.
But of course, you also mentioned Mozart, you Bach, CCM, and even new original songs. Now that's a very diverse kind of amalgamation of genres of music. So how did you kind of come up with something so diverse? Because, you know, sometimes most times I would imagine artists will kind of hone in on one genre and just go for that. But this is kind of like you have a huge variety of genres. How did you come up with that idea?
I think it's because after I auditioned the Phantom Singer 3 and 거기서 준우승을 한 뒤에 actually I started to sing a lot of different genres.
Okay.
And so the diverse 그 다양성을 이제 더 추구하게 됐어요. 그때서부터.
So you wanted to kind of reflect on, your experience, the diversity of music that you've experienced and sung and performed throughout your career.
Right.
So kind of reflect that in your album.
Sorry. FYI, the Phantom Singer is the audition program for crossover music. So it's you have to cross over the genre all the time. That's why, I came up with that. Yeah.
Also, I guess that makes a lot of sense because you're doing so much crossover in diverse music types that it was kind of a good stepping stone for you to kind of pursue that in terms of a full album.
Right.
Now, when every time someone makes an album, any artist makes an album, you kind of take a little bit of inspiration and you turn that, it reflects that in your music. So I'm wondering that while preparing this album, as you said, it harkens back a lot to all the different types of music that you did. Did you ever find yourself reflecting on maybe why you started doing music to begin with? Because you're kind of taking a look back into everything that you've done. So have you ever thought about that?
Actually, I thought that a lot, and it reflects on the album, I guess. And because actually, when I was in high school, I was kind of 좀 왕따. There was some racism going on.
Oh, okay.
And I listened to this music, and it was actually I'm gonna sing this music later, but it's called "Re-Raise Me Up."
Yeah.
And the lyrics about that 좀 힘을 내라.
Like
someone got your back.
Yeah. There's always just stand up, it'll be okay kind of thing. Yeah.
And after that, I thought about, oh wow, the power of the music is really it's amazing, and I want to be the one who sings those kind of music.
Right.
And I figured that 좀 이런 sacred music이 좀 저를 좀 울리는 게 있었고, 저도 그런 거를 좀 들려드리고 싶다라는 마음을 그때부터 가지고
Okay,
있습니다.
so as you said, in high school, you were kind of like a little bit of a loner. You were a little bit sequestered. So listening, of course, to Raise Me Up kind of helped you get through it. But now, we're going to talk about that song later. But I am also a big lover of that song, so I'm really looking forward to that. So there are 11 tracks on this album, and they say that it feels like one continuous story, even though there's such a diversity of music, types of music within this. It feels like a continuous story. So did you plan it that way? And did you plan the progression of all the songs that way so that it kind of would be like, a story, like storytelling in a way?
Actually, because it starts with a Gregorian chant.
Right.
It's like the solo singing without any instrument. And later, the second track is it's an a cappella song, and I sang 4 different how can I say it? 제가 소프라노, 알토, 테너, 베이스를 다 녹음을 한 번에 했어요.
You did?
Yeah,
all
I
of
did.
them.
Yeah, all of that.
So you did all of the vocal ranges by yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my good heavens.
Because the music is from the Renaissance period.
Okay.
So I just wanted to, and later on it goes to the Baroque period, classical period, romantic period, and later on to the contemporary. So I just want to show how it evolves and like how it developed. That's the main.
That is I must say though, that is, first of all, it's going to take you a lot of talent to be able to make an album like this. Like I could never, but going through not only, your history as an artist, all the various genres that you've done, but also, as you just explained, the history of music, like Gregorian chants, like they're all like almost ancient, and then it goes forward all the way up until the present day. That is really unique. I've never heard of an album being made like that. That's really cool. I respect. So, of course, because you have so many different types of music, and you also said that you performed all of the vocal ranges on some of these songs. So what song exactly did you spend the most time when you were making it? Because I'd imagine some of those must have taken forever to make. Right. So which one took the longest?
Actually, the longest wasn't the song that the 4 type.
Oh, really?
No, actually it was the CCM called The Grace. And actually, because while I'm singing it, I started crying.
Oh, really? Oh, you couldn't
I
get
couldn't
yourself.
hold it. Yeah. It's just because of that, it took me a while to.
Finish
the
okay.
record. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I'd imagine so. Once you get in your emotions, maybe it's hard to
Exactly.
compose yourself again.
Right.
Now, of course, because we talked about your album a little bit, but you also have a performance coming up here on June 4th, correct? And it is also it's a recital, also similarly titled Preghiera,
Right.
and is the same as the album, as I mentioned. Is there a connection between the album and this stage performance? Because it does have the same name. So is there a connection between the two?
Actually, there is. Yeah. I also sing the Gregorian chant.
Oh, okay.
And I sing the tracks in my album and with the orchestra. And yeah, it's like 거기서 많은 것을 좀 앨범에 있는 것에 좀 더해서 사람들께 이제 라이브로 불러주려고
So
하고 있습니다.
you do want to show all of the people that are watching this recital more than just what's in the album, but you wanted to
Exactly.
give back more. You of course also mentioned that you had an orchestra, which it sounds like a big production. I mean, I'm not really familiar with it, but I'm sure there will also be other people joining you on stage as you're performing performing.
Right. So they call it Dito Orchestra.
Okay.
So they're Dito Chamber Orchestra actually. They're performing with me and soprano Haewon Lee.
Okay.
She's amazing. She's singing with me, and the violinist Dami Kim.
Okay.
She's a professor at the Seoul National University.
Oh, wow.
And she actually did a track with me in the album.
Oh, for this album.
For this
okay.
album.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm going to sing in a minute. She has the violin solo.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's looking forward to it.
I definitely imagine, of course, listening through music, you can't just listen to a concert every single day, but I'd imagine listening to any kind of music in a concert, but particularly yours that has, first of all, some really, really talented, people in their fields of classical music. But is there anything in particular that you're really focusing on for this concert? Because like you did say, you did want to show a little bit more than just the songs on your album. You kind of wanted to prepare more for the audience. But is there anything in particular that you're really focusing on right now?
Focusing on actually, I did a lot of solo recital concert, but this one is I think it's very different because all of the song is very, how can I say, very sacred.
Sacred, right?
Yeah. And I want the audience to feel and experience more than like 마음의 평안, 마음의 위로 이런 것을 좀 확실하게 이렇게 딱 느꼈으면 좋겠다는
Okay,
게.
so you want people to feel comfort.
Yeah.
You want people to, for sure, in a real way, like, oh, this is comfort. You want them to feel comfort. You want them to feel like hopeful. That's
Exactly.
kind of like, it seems like that seems to be a theme in your music so far. Especially in this album in particular, is like hopefulness and staying up, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
But of course, people that are listening or watching our program right now are going to be going to your recital. So is there anything in particular that those people should watch for? They should pay attention to when watching yours. I know you mentioned what you are preparing, but what is something that they should pay attention to, or you hope they pay attention to?
I hope they look at the lyrics first, because most of them are from the classical music, so a lot of Italians and like other languages. So please look at the lyrics. They're going to be a translation.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and also. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I must say there is a reason why those the older, like the classics, like why they're still around. It's because they got a message to have. Now, okay. So we're talking about your first performance here. However, you have another one on June 28th. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
June 28th. Part of the Classical Lounge series. What kind of concert will that be? Please explain a little bit about it.
Actually, this is quite different than the Preghiera.
Okay.
This is called the Liederabend. It's a German.
Yeah, that sounds German.
Yeah. And it means night of the German art songs. So everything is in German art songs. Also some Korean art songs too. So it's just with the piano. So yeah, it's quite different, but it's more. I think this is more classic.
Okay. Classy or classic?
A classic.
Classic, okay.
Yeah, not classy. Oh, yeah.
Well, I must say, though, first of all, you're preparing two different recitals at the same time, I'm assuming, right? So you must, first of all, be really busy. Not just that, though. You're going to be singing in multiple different languages.
Right.
Obviously, Italian, right?
Yeah,
Italian, German, Korean. Is there any English in there? Is there English as well, or no? Because this is kind of not. They don't. You don't really sing in English when you do these sort of songs.
Actually, if I do the encore, I'll.
Pay attention to the encore. We might get a few English songs. So you did also mention, of course, that one is a little bit more classical and one is a little bit more, while still keeps that. There's more of a theme with the timeline of music. So the atmosphere, though, also, and the way that you prepare is. What's the difference between preparing for the two? Do you have to completely go into a different mindset? You have to prepare different vocally. Like, is there a different way that you prepare differently for the two?
For the two, actually, the preghiera, I'm singing with the orchestra.
Right.
So I have to project more my voice because the orchestra is playing with me, and actually I would say it's more. Grande,
bigger, more grand.
Bigger, and the leader band is just with the piano, so it's very intimate, and like if I just whisper a note or like a word, everyone would listen to it. Right. Yeah, it's quite
okay. So it's okay. I can already imagine, I guess, the difference in tone, the difference in the intimacy of the performance. Now, you also did mention the piano as well, and you're going to be performing with Cho Young-hoon, the pianist, for this. So, how exactly did this collaboration come about? Did you know him in already?
Actually, already, but it goes back to like 2020 during the COVID. Like we happened to perform at the actually the guest he was here before Jino Hong.
Oh, okay.
The cellist. He was having a concert and I was the guest artist there. And I met
look how connected the world is. This is so strange.
And that's how it started.
Okay. The importance of connectivity, networking, Okay, so it's already time to listen to a live, and I am super excited. So I want to ask you what song you have, the first song that you've prepared for us today. Please introduce it a little bit. What song are you going to be singing for us?
Right now I'm going to sing Panis Angelicus. It's a Latin, and it means the bread of angels. So, and this song is also in my the fourth album, Preghiera, and like I mentioned before, there's a violin solo, and Tommy Kim, Professor Tommy Kim, is playing that. You can hear it live, and also you can hear it at the concert.
Ooh, okay. So people might listen to this and be like, I want to go see it live. Okay, so why did you choose this song though? Like, is there a particular reason, or is it just like, it's on my album and I like it? So.
Actually, I think it's a good starter.
Okay. A good place to start when you kind of get used to your music, get introduced to your music. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So while you get ready, we are going to take a listen to our listener's guide so you can learn how to listen. So here you go. Catch Culture Crunch on Arirang Radio at 11 a.m. KST every day. You can listen to our show via the Arirang Radio application, which you can download from your app store, or watch the program on Arirang TV. If you're in the Jeju area, tune in to 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 in Seogwipo City, or 101.9 in the Daejeong area. If you're in Busan, you can listen from BEFM 90.5, and in the Gijang, Noksan, Jeongwan areas, tune in to 103.3. You can also join us on our YouTube live stream. The channel is Arirang Radio K-pop. And if you miss any of these, don't worry. You can catch the radio rerun at 2 a.m. KST every day. Don't forget, there are exclusive episodes on Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. KST only on Arirang Radio. Head to the Culture Crunch Send Messages board on the Arirang Radio website or email us at culturecruncharirang@gmail.com to send us your song requests and messages. All right, we are back with the healing tenor John Noh. Now, we are almost ready to listen to a live, but I'm going to read a few comments before because there's lots of love and support coming in. Now, we have here he saying, counting down the days to preghiera, it will be divine. Panis Angelicus is pure heaven. John's voice will make it unforgettable. I'm not making you more nervous, am I? And we also have 바람 도리 saying recital도 기대하고 있어요. And Naha says live 기다리는 중입니다. Waiting for the live. So on that, why don't we go ahead and listen to the live? 준비되셨나요? Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's take a listen.
Angelicus, fit panis Domino, dat panis ericus figuris terminum, ores mirabilis, manducat Dominum, pauper, pauper, servus et humilis. Pauper, pauper, servus et humilis.
Wow. I'm a little speechless, to be honest with you. I'm really like I don't throw around the word like beautiful that much, but that was more beautiful than anything.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? Like you don't be like, oh, you're so cool, or whatever. That was like beautiful.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I don't know. Like you couldn't see, but I actually took my in-ears out for a second. So I was like, is that real? Like you know what I mean? Like I could. It was like perfect.
Oh wow.
Wow, that was incredible. Okay.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Appreciate that.
You know what? Another thing though is like I wasn't sure. Like I know you sing hopeful music, but I wasn't sure what emotion I was feeling really. I was kind of like I'm not sure what I'm thinking right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, we have a bunch of comments here that I'm going to read for you here. Janice says beautiful voice. Paramduri says wow. He says it's beyond beautiful. Wisdom says it's beautiful. Shine Star Yun Ru Ro is sending thumbs up and claps and prayer hands. Yeah. Okay. And we have Lily saying beautiful. I could listen to it all day. Mirmang says perfect. Look how many comments are coming in. This is insane. Wow. That was. Oof. I don't know what to say. To be honest. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So we're gonna move on. Before I lose my composure here, we're gonna move on to. Of course, we have a mini segment here on Tune In Time called Mic Check.
Mic check.
And we've carefully selected many questions that have come in to Culture Crunch's official social media and email. And I'm going to ask some of those hand-picked questions to you. So are you ready to answer some of these hard hitters?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, look at that. He's on fire. He loves it. He sings once and he's on fire. All right, so the first one, a fan wrote in, "I love you, always cheering you on." Now, of course, this is a short message, but it's really touching. How do you feel when people send you stuff like that? Send you messages of just overwhelming love and support?
Actually, when 이렇게 들으면 일단 감사함이 제일 있고, 그리고 제가 보답을 하려면 약간 진짜 좋은 퍼포먼스 보여드려야겠다. 약간의 그런 부담감도 없지 않아 있습니다. 네. 근데 감사한 게 제일
Okay. So, of course, the first and most important thing is that you feel thankful that there's people that you've touched in that way, but also that you kind of feel you need to show even a better performance next time. You feel like the pressure to put on a better performance for these fans. This is a really interesting one. Your fan club's name is Healing Zone. Healing John, but in Korean it's like Healing Zone.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's pronounced that way. So it's Healing plus John. So the Healing Zone, Healing John fam, you guys are listening right now, right? Of course they are, because they're leaving tons of messages. In times when we all need a little comfort, even you who sing healing music, we all need a little comfort. How do you heal yourself? How do you healing method? What's your healing method?
Actually, my healing method, I would say, when I vocalize, and 그게 있는 것 같아요. 발성을 하면 할수록 마음이 좀 편안해지는 게 있어요. 그 예전에는 그런 걸 잘 못 느꼈는데, like you said in the beginning, like a little bit of short time, the quiet time of just by yourself. 그게 저에게는 그 vocalize하는 시간인 것 같아서.
It's not so quiet, is it?
It's not quiet. For others, it's not quiet, but for me.
Yeah. So you did say that, of course, for you, while other people might take quiet time, belting or singing or getting your voice out, because the louder your voice is, you kind of feel that your stress, your I don't want to say pain, but that you kind of, it goes down a lot. So that's your method. Yeah. Once again, it's your version of quiet time.
Yeah, quiet time.
Okay, so this is one that I looked at because when I saw that this interview today would be conducted in English, I was like, oh, where did this person study? Like, how do they speak such good English? So the next question is, so you studied in the United States. You have an American accent when you speak, which is perfect. Now, Peabody Conservatory, to Juilliard, then to Yale. These are all schools that I can't even fathom attending all of these. An incredible education. Was there a class or a moment that really stuck with you? Something that made you go, this will stay with me for life? An experience that you had in university?
Actually, so in my college year, I took this liberal arts class. It's like art history class.
Right.
And the professor just wrote NSQG on the at the
board?
yeah, and it means noble simplicity, quiet grandeur, and this is like a 미학이라고 하는데, so it's a 미학 from the classical period.
Okay.
So the art was, especially Mozart music, was very simple but very noble, and it's very quiet, but it has a depth in it, so it's very 마음을 울려서 it's very grandior하다라는 것을 이렇게 보여줘서 가지고 제가 그래서 그 앨범 앞에 맨날 NSQG를 붙이는 이유가
Right.
그게 너무 좋았어서.
Okay.
So my fourth album it says NSQG 프레기에라.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah,
so of course, that is an aesthetic, and not an anagram, but like an aesthetic saying,
exactly.
like a type of saying that you would say, and that really kind of touched you, kind of inspired you. It really stuck with you for some reason,
yeah.
you know. But of course, it's reflected heavily in your fourth album, so it clearly has stuck with you. I mean, how many years ago was that? I'm not sure. Of course, you have a picture here from your university days, your college days. Oh, the good old days, right?
Good old days.
All right, so of course we just mentioned English. You also have you obviously singing all your languages that you sing in, a keen ear for languages after spending so many years abroad. So of course I'm wondering, do you feel more comfortable speaking Korean now, or is English is it more natural for you?
Actually, nowadays, I'll say Korean because I don't have much. I don't know. 이렇게 만날 사람이 많이 없어요. 영어로 이렇게
so not many people that you can meet to speak English.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm kind of 이제 사라지고 있는.
So
I need to keep on going here.
No, I feel you. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is something we simply cannot skip. Oh, this is a very interesting one. We heard that you used to practice inside a tank during your military service. The acoustics must have been crazy in there, I must say. Was there any specific song that you found yourself singing inside of a tank?
Actually, inside the tank, I'm like the 제일 쫄병.
Oh, the lowest ranking.
The lowest rank,
guy.
yeah. And so the captain always asked me to sing some opera, and so I sang La Donna e Mobile, La Donna e Mobile, something like that. Yeah,
inside of a tank.
Inside of the tank, because it's very it's well known the melody.
Of course,
yeah,
I think everybody in the world probably knows that.
Exactly. So I sang that song particularly a lot.
Well, okay, this is a personal question I just want to ask. What's the acoustics like in a tank? Like if you're singing like that, I have been in a tank, but like what does it sound like?
It sounds like a concert hall.
Oh, really? No wonder listen, if I was your superior, I would have done that too. I would have been like, I want to hear that every day, that beautiful, beautiful sound. So, your passion is, of course, as we've explained, for your fourth album, even before that, is seriously impressive. And there's a lot of dedication in shaping an artist like you. So while you were finishing your degree at Yale, you auditioned for a Korean talent show. What made you choose to pursue a career here as opposed to overseas?
Actually, my grandmother suddenly passed away when I was in U.S. And all my family members here, they didn't know what I was doing in the U.S.
They didn't?
They didn't. So they're like, they knew like I went to some, like good like schools, 좋은 학교들, and like and 가족들은 서울대 가도 직장 못 구한 사람 많다고. Something like that. They were kind of
So they said you could get a lot of jobs if you went to Seoul University too. Okay.
And so after that, I saw this audition 공고, and I just wanted to make a clip, so I can show my family like what I was doing and what I am. Right. And yeah, that's the beginning of the.
Wow.
그렇게 시작됐어요.
Okay, so your family, they had no idea that you were pursuing this type of thing. They knew because of Phantom Singer, which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How did you keep that hidden? I'm surely they knew you could sing because this is a serious talent that you're dealing with here. Wow, that's I don't even. That's. I've never. That's an insane story. Wow. Okay. So very unique way to let your parents and family know that you were singing. Okay. So next up, we have another question. Outside of classical music, is there anything that you've been listening to lately? A lot of fans want to peek at your current playlist. Now, this is something that is so fascinating to me because obviously I don't think you listen. No one listens to only the music that they do, right?
Right.
What is on your playlist?
Actually,
give us your number one. What are you listening to the most right now?
Right now, so FYI, I have a baby daughter.
Oh,
and
okay.
She's 17 months old.
Okay, wow.
So I
Congratulations.
listen. Thank you. I listen a lot of Pororo and Pink Fong.
Ping Fong and Pororo. Okay. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's my playlist. Right
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, those are probably the best songs.
Those best
songs.
songs.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why. You're why they probably have 1 billion views on YouTube. Okay. Here's a really special one. So you are, of course, in a your job is that you have to use your voice.
Right.
The next question is, how do you take care of your voice? Do you have any vocal care routine, especially with the way that you sing? There's got to be something special that you do.
Actually, the vocal care routine, I would say sleep well.
Okay.
So and because of my 딸이, she goes to bed like around 7 or 8. So I go to bed like around like 10 or 9. So I go to sleep very early.
Okay.
And because of that, actually 더 저 건강해지고 목도 더 좋아져서 진짜 잠을 잘 자야 된다.
Okay.
그거를. 네.
So you feel more healthy because your daughter sleeps so early. It makes you sleep early.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you kind of just felt yourself getting more natural. That's the best way to take care of your throat is just heal as much as you can.
Right.
So okay, this is a really good one because everyone has a different answer for this. Of course, you're always packed with schedules, especially now because you have recitals coming up. So what does the perfect day look like for you? What is the perfect day?
Perfect day for me. I would say when I woke up, I always do, and if it doesn't work, it's gonna be a bad day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like vocally?
The vocal, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if it works, it will be the perfect day for me. I'll say so. Yeah. So for me, 그렇게 하고 그다음에 잠자기 전에 애기 얼굴 한번 보고.
Oh, okay. So the perfect day is if your vocals work that day,
Yeah.
when you wake up and you do the vocal exercise, and of course at the end of the day, seeing your daughter's face. Oh, that's so
Right.
sweet. All right. If you wouldn't even believe it, but you're already time to listen to our second live song. Please tell us what song you have prepared for us.
The second song I'll be singing, like I mentioned before, "You Raise Me Up." So this song is very meaningful to me personally, and I get a lot of comfort from this song, and I hope 지금 많이 좀 힘든 시기잖아요. 그래서 많은 분들도 좀 이렇게 주저하지 말고 이렇게 함께 잘 살아갔으면 좋겠다는 그런 위로의 그 메시지를 담은 것 같습니다.
Right. Okay. Because the song is all about those people that are having a hard time. Hope that it helps you stay strong, stay lifted. It's called "You Raise Me Up." I did want to mention he's saying I was going through a tough time and you raised me up, really lifted me. Thank you for this song. Well, you're about to get a live version of this song, but of course we are going to listen to our participation guide because next week on Tune In Time we have the tap dance star, Korea Tap Orchestra's director Lee Yeon-ho with us. So take a listen so you can learn how to participate. The time to answer all your burning questions about our guests. If you have any questions about our guests, don't hesitate. Send them to us. You want to fawn over your favorite artist? You are more than welcome. Leave a message on the official Arirang website at the Culture Crunch message board. Send us an email at culturecruncharirang@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram at culturecrunch_arirang and we will ask our guests the questions for you. This is an opportunity you don't want to miss. We are waiting with open arms. All right, we are back. It is tune-in time. We have John Noh, the healing tenor, in the studio with us today. He is getting ready to sing You Raise Me Up, a very uplifting song, and I am so excited to hear. Now, John, are you ready to sing?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. You.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Whoa. That was so good. You made it look so easy. And that's a hard song to sing. Wow. Okay, let me read just a few of these messages here. Okay, he says, this is so beautiful, I can't breathe. Lily says, beautiful, I could listen to it all day. Yun Ruro says, it is beautiful. 아름다워요. Wow, that was incredible. I love that song. I cannot sing that song, and to see you sing it so easily. Okay, so unfortunately, we are almost out of time.
Right, yeah.
Yes, we are almost out of time. So I wanted to ask you how you felt about coming on to Culture Crunch today. How was your experience?
Actually, Culture Crunch 짱이에요. It was amazing. And thank you for having me. And this is 되게 편하게 잘해주셔가지고 I felt like I went back to US and we were talking with my friends.
English.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
No, so of course, I wanted to thank you so much for coming out. I see now why they call you the healing tenor. And I just very quickly, just for your fans, anything to look forward to? Anything to look forward to going on in the future? Anything to look forward to? Like maybe like anything in overseas or anything like that? Very quickly.
Overseas. So I'm trying to 이제 좀 해외 활동도 좀 하려고 지금 이제 좀 이렇게 얘기 나누는 것도 있고 좀 많은 기대도 부탁드립니다.
Okay, so he's trying hard to do some things overseas here, so you guys can maybe look forward to that going on in the future. All right, so it's already time to say goodbye. Maybe we can have you again on in the future. The more recitals you do, more albums. I look forward to it. I need some healing. We all know we do.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, so I will be sending off John Noh today. You guys, my Culture Crunch family, love you guys. I will see you guys all tomorrow. You know the time, you know the place. We'll be sending you off with your own song. This is 삶이 그대를 속일지라도. What Though Life Conspired to Cheat You by John Noh, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
삶이 그대를 속일지라도 슬퍼하거나 화내지 마. 슬픈 날들을 참고 견디면 즐거운 날들 오리니. 세상이 그대를 버릴지라도 슬퍼하거나 화내지 마. 힘든 날들을 참고 견디면 기쁨의 날 꼭 올 거야.
지나버리네. 걱정 근심 모두 사라지고 내일은 기쁨의 날 맞으라. 삶이 그대를 참아 속일지라도 슬퍼하거나 화내지 마. 절망의 날 그대 참고 견디면 기쁨의 날 꼭 올 거야. 삶이 그대를 속일지라도 슬퍼하거나 화내지 마. 힘든 날들을 참고 견디면 기쁨의 날 꼭 올 거야.